Any decent gappers, we're going to go through and check them out real quick, and hopefully we got something. But again, I already looked in pre-market earlier. There was hardly anything. We had a nice little win on GDHG, and then had a loss on CYN. So both super, super tiny. So again, starting the day pretty much sideways as we do go into the open today. XTIA up again this morning. This one was up not too long ago. It was a couple mornings ago. We had this one have a little pump in pre-market too, but I don't think it actually held up too much. Actually, it might have been back here on the 5th. Was it that long ago? Yeah, it was. Okay, I don't like this for today either way. I don't like XTIA. CYN. I'm almost tempted to watch this one again out of the open on CYN because I like the setup. I do like the setup. As long as it can maintain over 1150, you've got a really nice look on CYN. So CYN, as long as it can hold up over 1150, you've got a really nice look on this. And I mean, I would say you've got range here to about 14 cents to the upside, which I know is just right over pre-market highs, but you've got 14 rather easily. Over 14, it's pretty clean up into the 1550s too. So I'd be looking for 14 to about 1550 here on CYN today. It's not a bad look at all. And it's actually not setting up too bad into the open either. I wouldn't take it before the bell, but I would be watching it pretty heavily out of the open. If it does clean up, you can even play it through highs if you... Well, no, I don't know that I'd play it through highs. But we'll watch it anyways. So we'll watch it. So let's keep an eye on this. Most likely, I'm going to use 1180 off of VWAP. Let me get my list pulled up. All right. So CYN we're watching off 1180. For the range to 14 and 1550 to the upside there. RNA. Avidity stock gains on data from muscle therapy. What's the daily looking like here? Do we have any range? Is this all-time highs? No, it's not. We're nearing the all-time highs. I'm not going to be playing this today under the all-time highs. WHLR also still setting up nicely into the open too. Although I don't really like this one below, like what, 350 or 360-ish? I would play it over PM highs. Yeah, I played over PM highs. You've got range on this to about 450 if you can get over PM highs. So watch this above 355-ish, 360-ish. For the range to 450. And I know I want to look at Oracle for today as well after its earnings yesterday. Stun run up big this morning as well. I don't remember how this one usually trades. We'll have to look at it after the bell and see. You've got range on it. Yeah, you undoubtedly have got range on Sunrun. I'm going to put it at the bottom as like a to be determined. We can look at it later. I don't know how I would like to play it yet, but I can look at it after the bell. Oracle on the list. Let's see what we got. I know I want to watch Oracle today. Most likely off this little double bottom off the 130-150. Yeah, that's actually exactly how I want to watch it today. Oracle off of 130-150, guys. All right, so we have Oracle to watch, ORCL off 130-150. And range here is to Are we at all-time highs here as well? Here we are. Okay. And we're just gonna look for the range, I guess, back to 138 and 140. All right, 138 to 140 is our range on Oracle today. We just got so many gappers this morning because the thing is, you've got gappers that are up simply because of the broader market, and you've got gappers that are up for their own reasons as well, like Oracle. So I'm more so looking for those. I'm not going to be looking at the names that are only up because of the broader market, like a firm here. I want to be finding the names that have a reason to separate. And those that are only up because of the broad market have zero reason to separate today. And the thing is, when you've got CPI and you've got a gap up in pre-market like this in the morning, we've got FOMC coming up at 2. The market is likely to trade sideways after open. So if we only look for the names that are up because of the market this morning, those are also going to be stuck sideways. So by looking for the names that are up for a different reason aside from the broad market, it's going to have a reason to separate from that chop this morning. So that's why we're looking for names that have news. A firm had news yesterday, which might give it a reason to watch today, but for the most part, it's only up this morning because of the market. So keep that in mind too. There's no new news this morning. The news was from yesterday. So I still want to watch this today, no doubt. I still want to watch this today, but I don't. It's not my priority. It's not my priority. So I want to be watching the names that have news like Oracle right now. Maybe some Affirm later. And it's on the watch list, so we'll go over it in a minute. A lot of these I just don't like. TSM, take a look. TSM, take a look at TSM. It looks like this one's also up because of the market today, but I like the daily. We've been watching this one for a while now, and it looks like it's extending up over past daily highs as well. Yeah, I do like TSM for today. So I wouldn't mind watching this one out of the open alongside Affirm. You know, I just need it to maintain itself over, what is this? Like 169.50, but I'm not going to let it retrace down there. I'd say max. Let's just look at it over 170 for now and keep it simple. We'll look at it again later. So look at TSM off the 170 today. We've got about 17 minutes until the bell and about 4 setups so far. AI up this morning over previous day's high too. I actually like this one as well. I'm surprised AI is still holding itself up. This is one of those stocks that it tries to catch like every big trend in the market. And it just always falls back to lows. Oh, I guess it is still close to lows, huh? Either way, I want to watch it today too. Over the 3180, you've got range here to about 3390. So we've got range here roughly to 3380. It's about $2 per share we can look for here on AI. Not too bad at all. I actually like this quite a bit. Price action and pre-market's horrible. Maybe it cleans up after the open. It is one of those stocks, though, that typically doesn't trade too well, but we'll still look at it anyways and see if it does clean up. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from pre-market that we like. Let me read the chat here. You guys are saying that it's down? You can't hear me on here? Hold on. Can you guys hear me now? Are we good? That's so weird. Never lost it. Okay, so some of you had it, some of you didn't. Well, that sucks. I was trying to rush. I don't check the chat like that during pre-market like that. I'm trying to rush to get everything ready for the open. I didn't even realize. Well, Discord was glitching, I guess. I don't know. Never lost it. Okay, some of you had it then. Okay, good. Lost live screen. Yeah, I'm about to pull it back up. About to pull it back up. I had to restart. Discord's always got issues, or at least sometimes. All right, anyways. There really wasn't much that I went over. I went over a few of the stocks there that I saw in the gap scan, but not really much. We'll go over it again in a minute. Nope. Okay. Anyways, nightly watch list. Let's pull up that real quick. Hopefully there's no more audio issues for the morning. Nightly watch list, we've got quite a few things to look at. We want to be watching Google today over 177.50, which we're up into the 178s here after CPI. So we're going to be watching Google out of the open to see if it can find buyers back up over that 177.50. We've got a firm to look at, which I told you guys earlier. We talked, well, you guys probably couldn't hear me, at least some of you couldn't, that a firm was up primarily due to reasons with the broader market this morning that is not just its individual self. So like it doesn't have any news that has it up this morning. It had news yesterday, not today. So I want to look for names that are going to separate from the market today. And a firm is likely to chop around sideways with the market today, most likely. So unless it sets up in a way that proves that it is separate from the broader market, then maybe we can play it. So I still want to watch it at least. And I'm going to be watching it over 34.90 at this point. 34.90 range is to about 36.70. So let's take a look at a firm for, or almost said tomorrow. For today, over 34.85, I would say my max risk is. So 34.85 max risk on a firm. We've got Apple to watch today, which I doubt that we get to play because I bet it gapped up pre-market. No, it didn't. Okay. No, it didn't. All right, so I want to watch this off 202 today. Probably won't play it just because this is so heavily correlated with the broader market. With chop today going into FOMC, I doubt that I'm going to like this. And we've already got Oracle on the list, I believe. Yes, we already have Oracle on the list. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I put run on the side because I don't know if I like it or not. It's hard to tell here in pre-market. But it's got the range on it to about the 17s. Over 15 bucks. Let's just watch run over 15. I'm not sure that I like it. But we'll look at it after the bell and see. So we've got CYN, WHLR, ORCL, TSM, AI, Google, Affirm, and Run. So quite a few setups for today. But again, keeping in mind that we do have FOMC today at 2 o'clock. So it's going to be choppy this morning. Most likely sideways. BMR getting some volume here. Take a look. This might be worth a watch to the open as well. If it can maintain over like 585 as well, this one is not too bad. This is pretty good. Take a look at BMR over 585. BMR is the ticker, guys. Watch for dips on this. Watch for a little dippy on it for quarter size entry. Again, watch for a dip for a quarter size entry on this. And it needs to maintain itself over 585 going into the bell off VWAP. It's a nice look. It's got range over 7. Let's see if I can get a little bit filled off a dip. If I do, it'll be a quarter size again, just small. After the bell today, too, I'll only be trading with probably half size or so. Got a small amount filled there at 616. Off the little dip. Again, just small size, risking about a quarter of my usual risk. For me, that's close to 75 bucks, 80 bucks. You're a lifetime, but he does whole thing on TikTok. No, we actually shut down the TikTok at market open. Yeah, we shut down TikTok at market open. Only go through pre-market prep for the most part. So we've got about 7 minutes until the open, and we've got quite a few setups for the day. Fingers crossed that we can get something going after the bell, that we can actually take something on, because yesterday was nothing but super scalpy, except for a few nice plays we had on AISP. Oh, I think we had a nice play on, what was it yesterday? The big one. I already forgot. Watch the pullback here on BMR. I needed to hold off of VWAP right down there at 583. Is that misprint? No, this is not a misprint. And for the question about Oracle, it's on the watch list and on my screen over here on the left. You can see where it says we're watching it off of 131.50 today out of the open for the range to 138, 140. Need to see some buyers back over here on BMR. Otherwise, I'm going to be cutting it for a little loss here. Quarter size loss. We've got 4 minutes until the bell. Here's 598 trying to curl back off of VWAP here. Back through 6. 604s. Nice bounce off VWAP so far. 604 back on deck. Need to find buyers back up into 610s. Make sure for the next 3 minutes, though, that you have all of your